John Childress with Simi Paranormal, back with another video for you guys today. My one on UFOs didn't go so well, so we'll go back to ghosts. So today we're going to do a little bit on EVPs. All the EVPs that you'll be hearing today were ones that I've captured, and let's get into it a little bit, find out what an EVP actually is. Okay, EVP, or electronic voice phenomena, are sounds found on electronic recordings that are interpreted as spirit voices that have been either unintentionally recorded or intentionally requested and recorded. Parapsychologist Konstantinos Rodive, who popularized the idea in the 1970s, described EVP as typical, brief, usually the length of a word or a short phrase. Enthusiasts consider EVP to be a form of paranormal phenomena often found in recordings with static or other background noise. Scientists regard EVP as a form of auditory pareidolia, that's interpreting random sounds as voices in one's own language, and a pseudoscience propagated by popular culture. Prozac explanations for EVP include aphopenia, which is receiving patterns in random information, equipment artifacts, and hoaxes. Okay, so a little bit about it and what they were talking about. You know, you could have an equipment malfunction. I always use a new tape. I also have a digital recorder. I use both because you don't want to get any ghost sounds, pun intended, I guess, in the background. So I always use a clean tape. But that doesn't mean that there's not a possibility that something got caught on it unintentionally. You also have to know where everybody is, what's going on around you. And I don't have one yet. I just haven't spent the money on it is all. But if you have video to back up the recording, meaning that you can, you're filming a situation, you can see where everybody is, you can hear what they're saying on the video, then the audio recording's probably semi-legitimate. You will never use a recording to prove anything to anybody. They're too easy to fake. It would just be too simple. So again, if you catch one, great, and that's for your, for you and you alone. Other people with you who know you may believe you, but again, if you're trying to convince anybody on the outside, it's probably never going to happen. The other thing is sometimes you hear something, you want it to say something. Our brain does not like chaos. That's why when you see pictures, you see images in them. It's just your mind trying to make something you understand out of the chaos. Same with the hearing side of it, is you want it to sound like something you want it to be. So anyway, so I'm just going to go through and play a few of mine for you and let you see and hear what I hear. Okay, this one here's the first one I ever caught. This was taken at a outdoor area in an old Indian shelter. I showed you some pictures from that area on the photographs one. This is the same area. This is a different investigation, but when I heard it, it surprised me and excited me. What's funny about this one is that my daughter hears absolutely nothing. She doesn't hear it at all. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and play it for you, and you guys take a listen, hear what you hear. You can hear us talking in the background. Okay, so one more time, you're going to be listening in this area right here. Now, what I hear is Osio Tihi, So obviously that would be some kind of Indian language. The Chumash were the tribe around here. I have not had this interpreted yet. But anyway, so that was my first one. So this one was taken at a closed country club in Malibu, California. The gentleman who invited me on this investigation is this gentleman right here. If you look down here at this little circle, this is where my tape recorder is sitting during this this EVP session. Okay, one more time again, and again, this area right here where you can see the spike in the audio. I'm just going to play a portion of it. So the interesting thing about that is the gentleman I pointed out, Rob, is a archaeologist, and he had actually done the archaeological study on that golf course before it was built. After I played that video, or after I got that audio, he explained that they had found a grave in that area with a mom and a little girl buried together in it. So that makes that one a little interesting. So this one here was taken in that same area. I told you the gentleman's name was Rob. You're going to have to listen to this very closely. I always suggest if you're listening to EVPs or trying to find EVPs to do it with headphones on, as it's a little easier to hear them. But here we go with this one. Okay, so this one, not so much where the spike is, but right down here in this area here. So again, his name is Rob, and I thought that one was kind of interesting too. So at this same investigation, we're sitting at a table, and we're, yes, I'm not going to call it a seance, but we were, asking to be talked to and whatnot. And if you listen to this one, what's going on is all of a sudden his batteries are draining very quickly. And you have to listen pretty close on this one. Okay, so this one is right in this area here. And it's a little bit of background noise. So what I hear right here is drained you. And right here, he's asking them not to drain him. One more time. Don't drain us. Okay, this one was taken at a place here locally also called the Pass Club. It was an old card club. We caught some interesting stuff up there. Our psychic actually had more that he caught than we caught on audio or film. I've got a couple of other EVPs, very, very hard to hear. One sounds like a sigh. Another one's very unintelligible. But in this one, this area right here that I'm circling is where my recorder was sitting. The day was clear, there's no wind, and I'll just go ahead and play that EVP for you. Okay, this one's a little bit longer. I tried to get a little bit before and just a little bit after, but just go ahead and listen to this. Is there somebody here? over there, so.
Yeah, I've got audio since going back to like the 1920s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, so anyway, you can hear us talking. I ask, is there anybody here? And suddenly it just sounds like a windstorm blowing through my microphone up till about here, and then it stops. Can't really tell you what that was. Could it have been a bad spot in the tape? That's possible. That's the only time it showed up on the tape. And again, I don't know what it is. It's just interesting that it just really sounds like the wind passing through there or somebody blowing through there. So I don't know what that could have been. Is there somebody here? Anyway, don't need to listen to all that again. Okay, so that's all the ones I have. Listen to them, see what you hear, give me your opinions. And again, my advice would be to pay close attention to your audio. You need to listen to it afterwards. You also, I don't know, sometimes people will listen to it during the investigations, and that's not always bad. On one investigation, we asked some questions, went to do playback, and we heard what sounded like a gunshot. Literally sounded like this. And that's what we heard on the tape. And we went back and we played it again, and we played it again. And it was like, wow, that sounded like a gunshot. When we kind of went back and analyzed what we had done, we put it on the recorder again. I scooted a chair backwards, and the exact same sound. So again, you have to be careful, like I said, on what you're listening to, and don't get too excited. I've said this before. I just had this discussion the other day with somebody. A cell phone is there's. If anybody's watching the show Skinwalker Ranch or The Curse of Skinwalker Ranch, the one security guard's phone keeps acting up all the time. Well, you see his phone, it's all broken and it's all busted up. And somebody said, well, yeah, my brother's phone does the same thing, and it looks just like that one. And everybody's going, oh, no, this and that, da, da, da. Anyway, so my comment was that the last answer you should ever come up with is paranormal. That, again, there'll be 100 things that could be before that. Somebody's told me that the paranormal's real. I said, I didn't say that. I get it. I have a paranormal page. What I said is that a broken cell phone, if the first conclusion you jump to is paranormal, you're not doing your due diligence in the investigation. You're just jumping on the answer because that's what you want it to be. And a lot of people agreed with me on that. So again, take your time on your investigations, do your due diligence, pay attention to what you're doing, pay attention to what you're listening to, your surroundings. Take lots of pictures. The reason you take lots of pictures is because some pictures will answer other pictures. Anyway, so that's all I have for this week. Hope we'll see you again next week with another video on Simi Valley Paranormal. We hope you all have a great weekend. Please like and subscribe to the channel. If you haven't already, hit the notification bell and you will not miss any of our future videos. And please leave a comment. If you're on my Facebook page, please go to the YouTube channel and like it there. The more likes I get, the better the algorithm likes it, and the more chance we'll get of moving this page up so more people can enjoy it. Again, y'all have a good weekend, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.